welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today I plan on making sourdough discard pizza crust. So if you're interested in how to make this quick, easy, and healthy recipe, I hope you'll stay tuned for the rest of this video so you can learn how to do it for yourself and for your family. Ellie also wants to say good morning. She is getting excited about some sourdough pizza crust. So first I'm going to head over to my refrigerator and grab some sourdough starter that I've had in there for several days. I'm going to place it on my counter, and before I really get started, I'm going to go ahead and preheat my oven to 475 degrees. Now while that's preheating, I'm also going to place my pizza stone in there as well. This will just make sure it's nice and hot and prevent the dough from sticking quite so much. You can also use a cast iron pan if you'd like more of a deep dish style pizza. Either will work. So I'm going to head back over to my sourdough starter, and I got this liquid off the top so you can see. This is called hooch. It's just alcohol that develops from the fermentation process. You can either discard this or mix it right in. It's not going to hurt anything. So I'm also going to grab another bowl because this is my sourdough starter, so I don't want to mix anything into the sourdough starter bowl. I'm just going to get 2 cups of sourdough starter, place that into the mixing bowl, and then place my sourdough starter back in the fridge because I can revive this later for recipes that require a leavening agent. So I'm just making 1 pizza for me and my husband, so 2 cups is good. If you'd like to make more, I would recommend maybe doubling the recipe. So now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. Previously, when I've attempted this recipe, I added the starter straight to the pizza stone and topped it with salt. However, I would recommend mixing the salt and the herbs that you'll see later in before pouring onto the pizza stone just to even out the flavors. So now I'm adding my herbs of choice. So for this recipe, I chose parsley, oregano, basil, and garlic. Like I said earlier, you can just top the pizza dough with the herbs once it's placed on the stone. However, adding them at this point will make sure you're mixing the flavors evenly. So my oven has preheated as well as my pizza stone. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that out in preparation for pouring the dough onto the stone. Now I'm just going to drizzle some olive oil on top of the hot stone just to prevent it from sticking. I'm going to take my ladle and pour it on. While I'm doing that, I'm going to try to create that circular shape that's traditional of a pizza. Now the first time I did this, I poured it out with a ladle and then used my hands to spread it into a circle. However, this time I realized that spreading it with the bottom of the ladle makes a pretty good circle as well. So you can see that the dough is already starting to cook. That is totally fine. Now I'm just going to drizzle some olive oil on top as well. This helps make it nice and crispy. So once your dough is ready on the stone, you're going to place it in the preheated oven for about 10 minutes. Now while the dough is baking, I am going to prepare my toppings. So since it is a sourdough pizza, you're not going to bake the toppings on top at first. You need to saute these toppings, otherwise your pizza might get soggy. So today I just chose some ingredients that we had in the refrigerator that I didn't want to go bad. So I just have some cherry tomatoes, a red onion, as well as a bell pepper. Now I'm going to saute these on the stove. I'm going to add my tomatoes last because they cook quicker. Ellie came for a little visit to make sure there's no crumbs. You can see I added my tomatoes, and now that my pizza dough is ready, I'm going to pull it out. Add a light layer of marinara. If you add too much, it is going to become soggy. Now I'm going to add my toppings that I sauteed, spread them out evenly. Add my mozzarella. drizzle some olive oil around the crust. This will just help make it nice and crispy. So I'm going to place this back in the oven for about 5 more minutes. Are you excited about sourdough pizza crust? Are you going to do vacuum duty? You going to help me? You going to do some vacuum duty crumb checking? Alright, it's been 5 minutes, so I'm pulling my pizza out. You can see the cheese has melted, the crust is a little bit crispier, and it is now ready to enjoy. So now I'm just going to plate the pizza, set the table, and top it with Parmigiano Reggiano. Does it smell good? Does it smell good? Ooh! Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more of me and Ellie, just like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends, and stay tuned for more healthy and delicious recipes. You can also follow me at thrift.and.need or scan the QR code on the screen.